Log in your TikTok for business account, click on your ads manager, and it will open like this. For this pop-up, just close it like this, okay? Then at the top here, you will see campaigns. Just hover your mouse on these tools, campaigns right here, click on campaigns. You will see all your campaign history here, all the ads that you have run, you will see them right here. If you have not run anyone, here will be empty. Now, I want to run another ad for instant form that will drive my prospects to my WhatsApp group. How to do that? Click on this create button at the left-hand side here. We are running a conversion ad, so you select lead generation. When you click on lead generation here, this pop-up may come up. Just click on got it, or you click on this close button, right? Then come over here. You can switch back to previous version because the new version, they are combining both smart and manual campaign, but I want to use manual campaign, so I will click on switch back to previous version. Okay, then scroll down, you will see manual campaign here. Select manual campaign, then name your ad. Okay, so I will just give it a test. Now you can use the name of what you're promoting to name your campaign, right? And scroll down below, you will see this continue button right here. Click on continue. Now you're at the ad group level. Go ahead and name your ad group. I copied the name before, so I'll paste that name here. I'll still copy it again because I'll paste it at the ad level. Then scroll down. For optimization, we are using instant form. For the purpose of this video, we want to collect leads through the instant form. Why? Because the instant form, when it comes to lead generation, has more conversion than websites, and that will also give us lower cost per lead. Now for your goal, you leave it at form submission. That is what we are optimizing for. Scroll down, you'll see placement right here. You can click on advanced placement. You can turn off this is going to ensure that people are not able to download your advert video. There are some people who steal other people's ad creative and they use it to run their own ad, so you can turn off this so that they are not going to download your video, then hide it afterwards. Scroll down, we are now at targeting. I've done a separate step-by-step video on targeting. You see it right here. So if you want that video on interest-based targeting, drop a comment targeting below and I will send you the link to that particular video. So let me just use a saved audience that I've used here. Use saved audience. So that is for targeting. Okay, now let's go over to daily budget. For the daily budget, I'll be using 5,000 naira for this ad. This is just a testing ad. If this ad performs better, I will duplicate it and increase my budget to 10,000 naira. So let me just use 5,000 here. After inputting your budget, you can come to schedule here. You can set how long you want your ad to last. That is set start and end time, but I don't want to set any start and end time. Instead, I want my ad to start at early hours of the day, so I will allow it to start on the 4th and I will set the time at 6 a.m. That's when I want. Okay, so you are going to select your time. Now it's not good to start your ad in the afternoon. You can start it early hours of the day or in the evening hours. So I will use 6 a.m. here, and for minutes I will select 0. This is 6 a.m. Then click on this here. That's how you set your time, right? Then click outside. This is the start time. I don't want to set the end date because if the ad performs well, I'll keep it running. I'll keep funding. Okay, you can decide to set your end date if you don't have enough budget for your ad, right? Then for bidding, leave it at 0. Don't enter any value here so that you give TikTok that liberty to show your ad and deliver your ad to customers or prospects they feel are going to convert more for you. Then scroll down, you see continue button down. Click on continue. For your ad name, remember I copied the name I used for campaign and ad group, so I'll just paste it here. Test ad. I'm using the same name for both campaign, ad group, and ad. Right now you have ad details. For ad details, you can click on add videos or images. Click on this, right, and you'll be able to add. You can add from creative library. You can upload from here. Just click on that upload and click on drop files. Okay, and you can go ahead to upload your file, but I don't want to use that. I want to use the one already on my TikTok post. So I posted it on TikTok. I will click on TikTok post right here and I will be seeing these videos on my page. Now I want to use this particular one, so I will just select this one. After selecting the one you want to use, down below you see confirm button. Click on confirm. Now after clicking on confirm, scroll down. The text you use there is going to be your primary text. Scroll down. For this product name, selling points, you can leave these ones. They are not important. Now for the destination, they are sending my prospect or my lead to instant form. Okay, so scroll down, you will see instant form here and there is create button below it. Click on the create button. Now there are different options here. You can use a template. I like using the template a lot because it's just fast and easy. You can also generate with AI. And the last option is to create your own. You can build yours and customize it afresh, but I will just use a quick one because I like some templates that are being used here. This one is cool, this one is also cool, right? This one is also good, not too much for me, but I just want something fast that they can feel and proceed. So for that purpose, I will use this one. This one is good for me. I'll just select this one. When you select, you scroll down, there's a confirm button down. Click on confirm, and this is the form. You will fill all this. You will see the preview here. This is how the form you fill will look like. I see the preview on the right hand side. So now let us go back here and fill the form. You can name it. I'll just call it test. You can use the name of what you're promoting to name your form, right? So that you know what to use it for. Then scroll down. Here you are going to see this image, and that's the image here. You can use your picture, you can use your flyer depending on what you're promoting. You can also use your banner. Now to update it, click on this update button here, then go to your device and select the image you want. Now I'll select this particular one. You can crop it, just drag it upwards like this. Then you will see this confirm button down below. Click on confirm. After cropping to show the relevant information you want, come down below, you see this confirm button. Click on confirm. Now the image will process and it will show right here like this. Can you see that now? Good. Now if you look at the preview, you also see that the image has shown here. Now what this thing does is that you can use the image of what you are promoting. There's also option for carousel. If you don't want to use image, use carousel, okay? And it will be displaying here. Now what this thing will do is that it will show the people that, okay, the ad you click from, that is the same ad that you continue to fill the form. It will give them that trust, and it will give them that rest of mind that I'm on the same page, I didn't click away. Okay, now scroll down, you see introduction here. There is a drop down button here. Click on this drop down button. You can decide to add your logo if you have a logo, or you can use your picture for the logo. Right now I would like to use my image for the logo, so I will just upload my picture like this and drag it down, and I'll click on this confirm button down below. Now my image, you see that my image is showing here. Now if you don't want to use your image, you don't want to use your logo, just turn off this button, right? And this one will disappear, right? Then the next thing is headline. Okay, if you don't know what to write as your headline, you don't know what to write as your description, ChatGPT can help you. You can tell ChatGPT that you want to create an instant form for a particular product. Let me say I'm creating this instant form to promote my TikTok ads one-on-one training. Now look at the headline I use here. Your TikTok ads doesn't convert, use this hack. Now this is going to appear here as a headline here, and down below you will see description. This description is going to tell people more about this headline. For example, I am talking about my TikTok one-on-one. This headline did not tell people that it's about my TikTok one-on-one session. Okay, so I can now come here to explain that for them to get this hack, they can book a session with me and get on board with my hack to use for their TikTok ads that convert. So that's what I'm going to write in this particular place. You understand that now? So headline is usually a short phrase that explains your offer. So description does the explanation in details, and there is maximum character 210 characters. So take note of that. After inputting your description, scroll down. You are going to see this promotion slogan. It's optional. You can leave it. Okay. Then the next thing you will see is questions. For questions, you can click on this drop down button down here. Under questions, the first thing you will see is purpose statement. Here, you need to tell your prospects what the information you are collecting will be used for. Now, you can, if you intend to send them an email, or you need to give them a phone call, or you are intending to send them a WhatsApp message, you have to indicate here. The example they use here is enter your information and we will get in touch soon. You can edit it and make it more precise. You can say enter your information and we will give you a call. That's if you intend to call them, or you tell them that and we shall send you a mail containing the details on how to proceed, or you can say and we shall send you an email on how to download the free ebook, depending on what you're promoting. Okay, now after entering this, you will see question here, so you can ask a custom question related to your business, right? So in my own case, I can click on this add custom questions. So you can click on add custom question. I'm just going to be using multiple choice, right? Now this is the question I'm asking: how knowledgeable are you with TikTok ads? I need to know the level that my prospects are with TikTok ads, right? You can ask your own question depending on what you're promoting. What this question does is to know what your prospects are, the level they are. If there's an issue they are facing, try to know what extent they are, so that you can know how to solve it for them. Like this one now, the answers, the description is optional, so you can leave the description. Okay, now the answer I'm going to be using, I will enter the first one here. I will use something like I am a beginner. Do you see that now? So somebody that is a beginner will just say I'm a beginner. Okay, now to add another answer, click on this plus sign after inputting the first answer. When you click on this plus sign, another space will come here for you to enter answer 2. So for this one, see what I said here. The second answer is I have run several ads and did not convert. I can still click on this plus sign to enter the third one. I ran my first ad but just wasted my money. Now most people that will come here are those who are even angry that their ad did not convert. Those are the persons that will mostly choose this one. So see the three multiple choice that I choose here as the answer, and my prospect will likely select any of them. Okay, so this is how you prep your prospects and to know the level they are, so that you know how to approach them, how to solve their problem for you to transform your prospects. Okay, but depending on what you're promoting, if you're using a product or whatever, you have to tailor your question towards what you're promoting. Right now, scroll down, you will see personal information here. These are the things that you want to get from them. For example, email, I don't want to collect their email, so I can just delete that. And okay, for yes, name is okay, so I'll leave that one. Now you can click on add personal information. Click on it. You'll see if what you want to add is contact information, is user info, demographics, depending on where they are. But for my own case, what I want to add again is in contact information. I'll click on contact information. Then I also want to collect their phone number. I'm not interested in their city. I don't want to know where they live. That's not important here. So I'll click on phone number, and phone number we enter here. So these are the two basic things I want: name and phone number. Right now, I will scroll down. You are going to see privacy here. Right, scroll down. That's the end for questions. So go up and collapse these particular questions. Just collapse it like this. Okay, now the next thing you will see after questions is privacy. Click on this drop down button. Now you see custom disclaimer. I don't want to use that one. If your company does not have privacy policy, look at what you will do. Just click on down below here, see privacy policy link, create with a template. Right, before then, enter your company name here. So I can just say Pops Media. You see that now, Pops Media, and that way you have entered your company name. Scroll down. Since you don't have a privacy policy link, you can just create one here. Look at this place, create with a template. Click on it. Now this is a business name. The registered address, I can just say Port Harcourt. You can enter your food address here. I don't want to do that now. Then for email address, use your email address here. Down below, you see this create button. Click on create. Here is the privacy policy. Read through it. Just scroll down to the bottom right here. When you scroll to the bottom, you will see this: I have reviewed and agreed to abide by the privacy policy. Check this box before it. Okay, then you will see this confirm button down below. Click on confirm, and that is about your privacy policy. Now you can hide this. Just click on this button and it will go off. Now that your feed, that of content page, so if you look at the preview right here, look at how the preview looks like. You can see all the information here. There's a submit button here. Now you can click on this save and it will save this one. Right, you can see how it looks like. Right, I'm not done yet, so I will go to final page here. Can you see final page? Click on final page, then you see headline here. This is like a thank you page. The headline: thanks for your response. You can use a better headline like thanks for filling the form, we'll reach out soon. ChatGPT can also give you a better thank you headline. Then you see description here. This description can be to direct them on the next step to take, because I am going to be adding a call to action button here. I wrote click the website button below to get access to the one-on-one session. That way I'm going to be using, look at here, view website. Okay, so I can say click the view website button. Okay, so I will add view. You have to direct them more. If you don't direct them, some of them will not know what to. Okay, click the view website button. I can put this in inverted comma. Look at, click the view website. It is emphatic now. Now there's emphasis on the view website button. So now look at the call to action here. This is view website, so this is going to be the call to action button. If you don't want to add call to action button on your own, you can turn off this button. Just click here and it will be turned off. But I want to lead them to my WhatsApp group. Right, why? Because when some people are in an open space where they meet others, they feel comfortable. They feel that okay, you cannot just collect their money and run. In that way, other people who are in the group will also see, they can complain there if you don't deliver your value. So that's why sometimes WhatsApp group is good when you are doing an open training like this. Okay, now look at this particular place. They say view website, so this is going to be the text on the the button, right? Can you see the preview here? View website, right? Now you see website URL here. Click here. Now I've copied my WhatsApp group link, so I'll come to this website URL and paste it right here. If you don't want to use your WhatsApp group link, you can also use your WhatsApp link. That is, if you want to direct them to your DM, you'll use your WhatsApp business link, or you generate your WhatsApp link with your phone number. Okay, now you can go ahead to preview this. Click on this preview, and after pasting the URL, if you don't want to send them to WhatsApp, you want to send them to your website or anywhere else, just paste the website URL here. Okay, and after that, you click on this save button down below to save it. You can see the preview. This is the preview of the form I was creating. Okay, this is the first page. After they have filled this one, they will click next and they will submit. Okay, now if you don't want to use this light one, look at here, there is color here. This is light color. There's a drop down button. You can use dark color. See how it is right now, it is dark. You can use custom color. See, look at the custom color, but I prefer the light color, so I use a light color. For language, you can choose other languages. Here I'm using English because my prospects are speaking English. Okay, then scroll down. You're done creating your form. You are going to see this complete button down below. Click on complete, and with that you will see your instant form here. Scroll down. The next thing is tracking, which is optional. This will be done by TikTok, so you don't need to bother yourself. Scroll down and you will see publish all button here. Click on publish all to publish your ad. What else on TikTok ads would you want me to create a video on? Drop the comments below. Don't forget to like this video.